1986, the westernmost point of Japan. Yonaguni Island sits isolated in the Pacific, a crossroads of violent currents and the domain of hammerhead sharks. No one came here looking for history. They came looking for fish. Kihachiro Aratake, a local diver, was scouting a new spot to observe sharks. But when he descended to 25 meters, what he saw was not a living creature. A massive stone wall emerged from the darkness. Perfect right angles, straight staircases. It was too big, too precise, and too silent. Aratake recalls that moment. I shuddered. The hair on my neck stood up. I thought I had found an alien tomb, or the ruins of a cursed city.
On the southeast point. I repeat,
News
southeast
spread
point.
like wildfire. Geologists, archaeologists, and treasure hunters flocked to Yonaguni. They called it the Monument. Look at this crime scene. The main structure is 150 meters long, 40 meters wide, and 27 meters high. A massive, monolithic block of sandstone. This is the Archway, and here, two massive upright stones, known as the twin megaliths. They look like the entrance to an ancient temple. Nature can create straight lines, but can nature arrange them with such intent? Professor Masaki Kimura, a marine geologist from the University of the Ryukyus, has spent over 15 years diving here. His conclusion was a slap in the face to mainstream science. This is not natural rock. This is man-made.
But if it is man-made, who built it? This is where the story shifts from science to forgotten legends. Look at the timeline. The last time sea levels were low enough for this area to be above ground was at the end of the Ice Age, about 10,000 to 12,000 years ago. History textbooks say that at that time, humans were still living in caves, hunting and gathering. We didn't know agriculture, we didn't know metalworking, let alone cutting thousands of tons of stone to build a city. Unless the history we know is wrong. Dark theory rises. The lost continent of Mu, the Pacific sister of Atlantis. Legends tell of a superior civilization, brilliantly prosperous before being punished by the gods. A massive face staring up at the surface, one eye eternally open. Did they carve statues of their kings? Or is this a warning left for humanity that even the greatest empires can be swallowed by the ocean in a single night?
Deep within this complex lies an area that takes your breath away, the stadium, a vast, absolutely flat open space. Surrounding it are tiered stone steps. Professor Kimura doesn't believe this is random. He sees bleachers. This is not a place for living. This is a place for gathering, a ceremonial center, or a prehistoric arena. Imagine thousands of inhabitants of Mu standing here, under the sun, cheering for their kings. Even drainage channels remain, designed to keep this stadium dry. But now, the only spectators left are the cold ocean currents.
Mysterious grooves run along the structure. Professor Kimura believes they are drainage systems or roads, but mystics see something else. A launch pad or a solar altar for a civilization that worshipped the stars. The silence here is heavy. It is not the silence of nature. It is the silence of an abandoned home. A a mass grave of a glorious era erased from human memory.
Of course, not everyone believes in fairy tales. Dr. Robert Schoch, a renowned geologist from Boston University, came to Yonaguni. You want to see a citadel, you see walls. You want to see nature, you see geology. But even Schoch had to admit to some puzzling details. The regularly spaced circular holes drilled into the rock. The placement of the turtle rock. If it's nature, why is it so artistic? This is a war between geology and archaeology, between naked truth and the dream of a forgotten past. We stand at a crossroads. If Yonaguni is natural, it is a miraculous masterpiece of the earth. But if, just if, it is man-made, then all our history books must be burned. It proves that an advanced civilization existed before the Egyptians, before the Sumerians by 5,000 years. Yonaguni remains there, under 25 meters of cold water, guarding its secrets against violent currents. Perhaps humanity is not ready to know the truth, or perhaps the truth sank to the bottom of the sea along with the great continent of Mu. What do you believe? Lifeless rock or the echoes of ancestors?